Good evening, everyone. There's a two-way tie at the midway stage of the US Masters, but Frank Nobilo has the rest of the weekend off. The New Zealand #1 missed the cut by 3 strokes after shooting at 4 over par 76 today. Here's Stephen Stewart.
Freddie Couples took a one-stroke lead into the second round, but was making it hard for himself. No problems for Mr. Dependable, Scott Hoke.
Bogey-free in his second round.
And David Duval, the big mover, turned it into a three-way battle. The defending champion Tiger Woods was still lurking, but not pouncing. Couples went for broke in his bid to regain the lead.
Exactly there.
The long putts seemed easier.
Yes.
Couples, who's always been a good second-round player, reeled off another monster putt.
And he does it.
Then it was Hoke's turn as he seized the outright lead, only for his touch to desert him. That was Couples' cue to grab another birdie and join Duval in front.
Yes. So Duval with a par at the last, but still 68. That matches the low round of the day and of the tournament.
When you're writing your stories Monday morning, you're not going to remember who was leading after Friday, you know, and it's not going to be important.
Woods needed this to save par on the last and stay in the hunt. Playing partner Fuzzy Zeller probably suggested dinner was on Tiger.
We're at a golf tournament. We're both professionals. We're trying to win a golf tournament. So we're going to go out there and do whatever it takes for us to play well.
Nick Faldo had nothing to celebrate, missing the cut, but you just couldn't get the smile off Matt Kuchar, the leading amateur, looking every bit a star in the making. Stephen Stewart, One Network News.
Well, Fred Couples is hoping to become the first player since 1984 to lead all the way in the Masters. David Duval shot a 4 under par 68 to join him in front, while Tiger Woods is tied for 4th, 4 off the lead. Veterans Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player both made the cut, along with amateur Matt Kuchar. Nick Faldo and Greg Norman joined Frank Nobilo on the sidelines, while Vijay Singh missed his first cut in 54 tournaments. In Super 12 action, the Northern Bulls headed north to meet the Chiefs in Hamilton. The battle of the halfbacks, one of the talking points. The Chiefs have only lost once at Rugby Park, and after losing their last 3 Super 12 matches, felt they were due for a win.
Taken by Glenn Marsh, and a just reward for a super start.
Control at line out time and brisk offloading set Todd Miller up for his first Super 12 try.
Hands again, skip passes. Miller beautifully through again. Oh, super!
But that seemed to be where the luck of the home team ended.
He jumps it in.
Bulls halfback Oost van der Westhuizen plagued the Chiefs, and Mark Robinson, recovering from illness, couldn't prevent van der Westhuizen finishing what he started.
Into van der Westhuizen.
And finishing off for the backs, the hooker and lock combination. Mark Cooksley dotting down out wide. Second half and the tussle between the halfbacks resumed, but the greater battle continued. Troy Flavel crashing over for the Chiefs' 4th try, ensuring them at least a bonus point. But the home team didn't need to rely on bonus points. Replacement Justin Collins cementing a convincing 37-25 win for the Chiefs. Road cycling great Graham Miller isn't a great fan of hilly courses, but despite that, he went into today's 4th stage of the Tour of Wellington with the overall lead, albeit by just 3 seconds. David Asoma reports.
There were no prizes for guessing the start point of today's racing as the 60-strong field headed to Wainui-a-Mata and the halfway point of the Tour. Like much of the racing this Tour, the stage was marked by attack and counter-attack. No matter who tried, the bunch was never far away. Right in the middle of the pack was Tour leader Graham Miller, feeling the effects of the Wainui-a-Mata hill.
Yeah, I struggled on the hill today, but hill climbing is not my forte.
3 kilometres from the finish, Tim Carswell made his move for the stage win. But it was another specialist track rider, Greg Henderson, who overtook him with just 600 metres left to surprise everyone, including himself.
Things are going pretty well. A wee bit unexpected, but I'm just getting out there and giving it death.
Australian Corey Sweet was third to close the gap even further on Miller, though it wasn't enough to keep Miller out of the yellow jersey, heading into the 5th stage. David Dasoma, One Network News.
Well, Miller lost the lead on the 5th stage. Australian Hayden Bradbury taking over from Glenn Mitchell, with Miller slipping to 3rd overall. Well, everyone's talking about the Jones boy again after he sparked the Auckland Warriors to victory last night. Here's Stephen Stewart.
When halfback Stacey Jones is hot, the Auckland Warriors were at their most dangerous. After a quiet start to the season, he fair ignited against the unbeaten Melbourne Storm last night. This break leading to a try. Jones then went all the way, his 20th first-grade try, as the Warriors hit the front.
Tonight was probably our season, you know. If we lost tonight, we'd drop down, you know, right down the table.
When he whipped up a Storm again early in the second half, Melbourne was in real trouble.
On the inside, under the post now. Jones will get it himself. Brilliant ball back. Oh, it's the Stacey Jones night tonight.
Logan Swan took the chance to reinforce his Test claims.
To get away. What a ball back for Party to put the foot down.
And his opposite, Tawa Nico, the standout in a disappointing pack, gave the Kiwi selectors a late reminder of his class as Melbourne finished strongly. However, despite losing their battle with referee Bill Harrigan, the Warriors hung on to claim just their second win of the season. Newcastle also overcame a slow start to batter the Cronulla Sharks. David Peachy gifted them one try. The night's second was also a heartbreaker. And then Paul Harrigan and co seemed intent on breaking limbs.
Oh, they hit him again.
Harrigan, who'll be one of the first players picked in the Australian Test side, has been reported for 3 separate incidents. Stephen Stewart, One Network News.
Totally consistent with his all game.
Newcastle now has the outright lead, unbeaten after 5 games, while the Warriors have improved to 11th place. A stumble for Manchester United in English soccer's Premier League. Some atrocious defence by Liverpool left Ronnie Johnson unmarked to head home David Beckham's corner after just 12 minutes, much to the delight of the management. But Gary Pallister didn't have the legs to match Liverpool teenager Michael Owen, who found the equaliser.
Owen's got there, and this time Liverpool are level.
Owen was later sent off in the match after being yellow-carded for the second time. And despite the draw, United still heads the table by 7 points, and they'll need all of them. Arsenal has 4 games in hand. Well, back home, Group 1 glory was at stake in the State Insurance Easter Handicap at Ellerslie today. And it was anyone's race going to the final stages of the 1600 metres.
Dance on Rebel, and look at Fatal threading its way through. Amy J got the lead though, going to the post. Mike Quota fighting back in Rebel, and Fatal, Amy J in front. Amy J beat Fatal, Oregon Power third, and Mike Quota fourth.
The Howard, a 5-year-old at odds of 20 to 1 for apprentice rider Kelly Davidson. But now it's upset at the Four Nations Hockey Tournament in Sydney, where Australia has crushed the Kiwis men's team 6 goals to 1. That's a crushing.
Ooh, that's a big one. Thank you, Bernie.
Still to come, Karen predicts a mainly fine Easter Sunday.
And some fancy flying enthralls the crowds at Wanaka.